this week. This is April, so we are still working on restrictions. It's the opposite of what we've been working on, restricting ourselves to one hand or no hands. This week, we are restricting ourselves to using both hands at all times. So there's lots of stuff that you can do. This week's combo, we started with our palms facing forward, so let me show you it from the back and the front. In this combo, we started with our palms facing forward, and we lifted the hoop straight up as we rotated it towards our left. The bottom hoop, or the bottom hand, or the left hand will be ghosting towards the bottom as we lift. Lifting and rotating all the way to the left side, and we're rotating in a counterclockwise rotation. So up here on our left side. Here's where we're going to arc over top all the way to the right, okay? So here, left hand is on the bottom, right hand is on the top. Bring it all the way over, and as we arrive to this side, we're going to let the bottom hand kind of drop down as we ghost our top hand towards the right hand. Then we're going to twist our bodies to the left, and as we twist, we're going to rotate the hoop an entire rotation. So 1.5 maybe, and then we're going to lift as we rotate this top hand back towards us, and then we're going to make sure that our palms are facing upwards or forwards. During this process of arcing over, we want to make sure that our bottom hand is rotating so that our fingers are facing down. And then we're going to rotate all the way around. And as we're coming to this position, we're going to make sure that our fingers are pointing upwards so that we land with our palms facing forwards and fingers up. Quarter barrel roll to the right, and then we're going to roll the hoop down and rotate forward so that it's in front of us. We're going to rotate to the left as we lift and roll the hoop back behind us. From the back, starting in this position here, quarter barrel roll to the side, rolling the hoop over and bringing it out front, rotating to the left, rolling the hoop back behind us. I think when you're doing this, it's important to move your body with the hoop, especially when you're training something. It's always good to follow the hoop around so you don't hurt yourself. Once we arrive back in our right side, we're then going to turn fully towards the hoop and begin to rotate the hoop. It's almost like you're bringing the hoop from left to right so that it can clear your body. I'm using my fingertips, but my hands are staying in the same position. I was showing you with this roll of tape because it's easier since you don't have to get out of the way. So all I'm doing is applying pressure. Let's say we're at 3 and 9. So I'm just going to roll it around my fingers while keeping them in the same position. So that's what's happening with the hoop, but the hoop is bigger. So it gets in the way a little bit. When I have my hoop at 3 and 9, If it's on my left side, then my left arm is going to be the back hand, so the hand that's closest to my body. And as it rotates over top, when I'm at 12 and 6, it's kind of right in the center of my chest. And then as I rotate, I'm just reaching over to the right side. So this is what it looks like from the front, okay? Back to the combo. If we're doing this facing our right side now, then as this hoop hand comes to the top, this is my right hand, I'm gonna push down and rotate left. So now I'm ready to drop into this position here. So we're just doing a quick little sleight of hand. As we're here, we rotate out front and we're gonna ghost down. So my left hand is ghosting. There's no grip, just sliding through. And then we're gonna sneakily bring that left hand over top. And we're gonna go into this one. What happens here is I'm pushing out to my right side and letting the hoop come behind my head. And then I'm gonna kind of do a little isolation towards the top here, little isolation out to the side, swing it behind us, isolation, swing in front. So it's almost like a barrel roll without turning your body, and crisscrossed arms from the back, pushing it out to the right side. It's also helpful not to have your hands too close to one another and not too far apart. So find something that is comfortable for you. Bringing it out to the side. If you need to ghost a little bit while you're doing that swing, sometimes I do that, just depending on what comfort level I need. And then I find a good place for my hands to rotate into that. So coming behind, isolating the hoop behind me, trying to keep that isolated hoop right here until you are ready to swing it in front. Bring it back, isolate, swing in front. Again, this is another one where you might want to rotate your body when you're training it because it's pretty hard on the shoulders. Once we have completed this move and we're bringing it down towards the front, we're going to then do a little scoop. Bring it behind our head, okay? So I do one or more of these, bring it out front, scoop, up, over the head. Now I'm going to uncross my arms and make sure that my elbows are behind the hoop here. So I want to uncross my arms, ghost them down the side, and then pose. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. And also take some time to just play with, you know, two-hand at all time flow and see what kind of situations you can get yourself in and, you know, still maintain two hands on the hoop at all times. Now what?